Hello guys, welcome to another video on my channel. So this was actually supposed to be another episode of the Barbie Legacy Challenge, but every time I tried playing this challenge, it was just so glitchy. I couldn't get anything done. Everything was just glitching all over the place. So I decided to move us to a whole new world. A whole new world, yes. And just build a whole new house with the funds that we have. So the house might not be complete at the end of this, but it is what we have for now with the funds that we have. But we're in a whole new world. I'm not I can't remember which world I moved us into. I'm sorry. And I'm building just a whole new house to see if that helps them actually do stuff, and just to take away some of the glitching, because this challenge has just been challenging from the start because the glitching has been unreal. So because I'm not actually a builder in The Sims, I have the build room by room approach. So what I'm doing right now is I am just building Barbie and Kato's room, and then I will kind of make the floor plan from there. So this is going to be the main bedroom, so I will see how everything branches off from there, and then once we have an actual shape, we can kind of get a house together. So obviously the theme is pink, because obviously it's Barbie. So I'm just going with some nice pink walls. I'm putting in a nice white carpet. I kind of like the combination of the soft pink with the white. I think it just works really well together. And then I am putting the crib inside their bedroom, just to make it a little bit easier for them to take care of infants, because walking up and down is a bit of a problem. Also, the infants will be waking up the toddlers and kids if they share a bedroom. Now, they might be waking up the parents as well, but that is preferable to them waking up the other kids, because when the other kids wake up, they also wake up the parents. So you know what, this is the choice that I made. Now the majority of this house is, I think, in-game content. I have a little bit of building CC. I don't have a lot of building CC. Most of my CC is CAS focused, but I do think I use one or two custom content items in this build. Not a lot though, so I don't know if y'all want me to upload this to the gallery. It's really not much, because like I mentioned, I am not a builder at all, and this is very much a very starter home, because we did not have a lot of funds. Because like I said, everything was just so glitchy and nothing wanted to work, and I couldn't even get Kato to get a promotion because the way things just never were working. So the reason there is two doors is the one door is obviously going to be for them to get into the room, and I'm going to build them an ensuite bathroom as well. So I wanted to make sure that I knew where the doors were going to be, so that I can set up the room how I want it without having to worry if they can reach the doors. So I placed the doors first to make sure that I know where the rest of the stuff needs to go. So this is going to be their ensuite bathroom, and like I said, I am trying to keep things pink. And the lights, I do want to use nice cute lights, because there are some cute options, but for the sake of saving money, I'm sticking with the saucer light for now. Maybe we're obviously gonna have to do an upgrade once we have more funds, because you'll see at the end that it's a decently completed house, but there are some extras that we could add to make it a little bit better. So right now we are working on the ensuite bathroom for the parents. I do want them to have their own separate bathroom because the toddler slash kid bathroom does seem to get filthy quite quickly because they have to take baths and everything. I did bring some furniture over from the other house, but I did sell the majority of it. I tried to keep some of the expensive items just so that we at least have those essentials. So that cabinet I used in the bathroom is custom content. But like I mentioned, most of the things in this house is actually in game with packs and stuff like that. So for now, I try to stick with just the essentials. I didn't do much decorating because, like I said, our funds are very limited. So now I am going to start like on the hallway leading out into the actual main house. So what I was trying to do here is I stayed with some friends a couple years back that had like a tiny, it's not small, but the way their house was set up is that they had two rooms opposite each other, and then the bathroom they shared was kind of in the middle, and then there was a third main room off the kitchen. Obviously here we cannot really afford 3 bedrooms, so there are only going to be 2, but I wanted to use that setup because I quite liked the idea. Also, that means that the kids and the parents are still relatively close together if they do need help with anything. But like I said, obviously the infants are going to be in the parents' room, but the toddlers and the children are going to be in their own bedrooms. So this is going to be the second bathroom and bedroom. So like I said, I started off building one room, and then we're going to see how everything kind of goes from there, because I know I've said this 5 million times already, I am not a builder. I've watched videos on how to improve your skill. I did once just in my own time build a house from a picture reference, and it went okay-ish. It actually didn't turn out horribly, so maybe I'll do that more often. But for this challenge, because it needs to be a pink house and we have limited funds, I didn't really want to do too much. So I was just kind of vibing with my own ideas. I don't even know if it's cohesive or if it's the same style or anything. I don't pay much attention to that. I know I probably should, but I don't, because like I said, very much still learning the building side of things. So I'm continuing kind of the pink and white theme with some white wooden floors in the main living area. So this is going to be open concept kitchen, living room stuff type situation. Like I said, I did keep some of the essentials, the more expensive items from the previous house. As you can see, it is quite tiny at the moment, and we are already low on funds, so we couldn't really do too much bigger because of the financial constraints, if we want to use that word. But it's still a pretty reasonable size. It still has all the things that we need. I tucked the kitchen just into the corner there. And yes, I think I did use custom content counters just because I kind of like the way they look. I couldn't really find one in game that I liked the look of with a pink kitchen, because like I said, I'm combining the pink and the white, and I just didn't find counters in game that really worked for me. I'm not saying there aren't, I just couldn't find them, or I don't have packs that have the type of counters that I wanted. So the living room at the moment is going to be pretty basic, again because we don't have the funds to make it all that exciting. I don't remember if I did add this eventually, but I do think that I forgot some of the pet items I'm not sure if I ended up adding them in or not. But yeah, if I do forget that, don't worry. I know that I forgot it, so I will try to add it once we are back in game. And now I'm just trying to get some windows going. I didn't focus too much on exterior stuff because, again, funds. We needed the essentials, and windows weren't really all that essential. So I'm just taking the same carpet from the main bedroom and moving it into the kids' bedroom as well. I know a lot of people like to just keep their floors like one floor throughout the house except for the bathrooms, but I've always had carpets in my room in real life, so I just kind of went with that idea that the main area is kind of like the wooden floors and then the bedrooms are carpet. And just thinking about it logically, if you're a toddler or a kid playing, you're sitting on the floor, you don't want hard wooden floors. A nice soft carpet is a lot better. Although I do think it's funny if you play The Sims and there's a spill on the carpet floor, they still use a mop to clean it up, which is hilarious. Because I don't know if you know this, you can't really mop a carpet, but you know what? It's The Sims, so who cares? So now I'm just trying to kind of figure out what we're going to use in the bedroom. This is going to be we have a toddler and an infant at the moment, but eventually they're obviously going to age up into kids. So I'm just setting it up for a toddler and eventually a child. Because hopefully the life cycles are just gonna go through that. So this playmat is for infants, which I placed in the kids' room just because the parents' room was already a little bit cluttered, or there was not enough space. So if we do want to use that, we will we can put the infants in there. I just wanted to have it down because I really do want to do more with infants, so that they can also get those bonuses or stuff that you get if they reach milestones and stuff. But yeah, so I know that's technically supposed to go in the parents' bedrooms, but parents' bedroom, but there just wasn't space, so I decided to keep it in the kids' bedroom. And now I'm just trying to kind of figure out the size of everything because I wanted to fit in some activities in the kids' room, maybe for skill building or just for them to have some fun. So I did need to adjust the size a bit. And to be honest, they don't really need that large of a bathroom because it's mainly just potty training and taking a bath and a shower and all those things. Now, I'm basically just copying the parents' bathroom tiles and paint straight on because you know what? It's a bathroom. Like, it's not, there's not really much you can do to add to it. And we're putting the potty in the bathroom just because of you don't want to have a potty where you sleep. I'm sorry, that just sounds like something that I would not particularly enjoy if I was a kid. So I opted to use the potty in the bathroom instead. So that's why it's there. And yeah, now we're just trying to kind of figure out some of the basics. Because the laptop is for Kato because he needs it for work. Now I did not have. Ooh, I'm sorry, something just fell over here on my desk. This is a custom content desk. It just looked cute. I don't think I end up using it because it takes up too much space. But I do need to set up like a desk area for Kato because he does need it for his job to kind of get a promotion eventually because as you see, funds are running really low, and I got this custom content chair as well just because it's cute and it's pink because this is still the Barbie Legacy Challenge. Kato just has to deal with all of the pink. So here I was just trying to figure out the space because clearly the space was a bit limited. Now I could probably have done something like a smaller desk or something. I just didn't really, I wanted the space to be a bit bigger. I at least wanted to look nice, like I could squeeze in a very tiny desk, but that just wouldn't be very aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. So I was trying to figure out how I can just upgrade the size of the living room a bit so that we can actually fit in a decent desk for Kato to do his work. And I think I figured it out in the end. Does it look good? Who knows? Yeah, so you can see we did actually add quite a few windows. I don't think I added any windows in the bedrooms or the bathrooms as yet. That's not to say that I won't. It's just that funds, as I've said for like 5 million times in this video. But I think once we start upping our funds, we will be adding more to the house. Obviously, this is just basics to get them started so that they have everything that they need. So I think this was the basic layout that I ended up with for the house. And the tent, obviously very useful for skills for kids and toddlers. And now the roofing begins. Listen, don't judge me. I already told you I'm not a builder. If you thought that the roofing would be any better, then that's on you, because even builders struggle with roofing. So just bear with me. It's not much. It's the bare minimum of roofs. Like it covers what it needs to cover, and that's it. That's all I did. I did not try to be fancy or try to make it in a style or anything. I just needed it to look decent enough. Okay, that is all that I was going for. I did try to remember some of the roofing hacks that I've seen in videos, and you know what, it came out decent. Like I said, that was all I was going for, is decent enough. I just needed it to look at least like a house. So I think this is the basic layout that we ended up with for the outside roofing situation. And again, we have to go with pink because it is the Barbie Legacy Challenge. I changed it up a bit and added the pink siding with the brick at the bottom, I believe, just to give it a little bit of a different feel, because the previous house was like all pink siding, and I just thought that the brick added a little bit of a something to make it just look a bit better. I do wish that the brick was a bit lighter though, like not white, but maybe like a closer to white brick, just to kind of go with the theme of the inside of the house. But at least this way the bricks kind of match the roofing, and I think we are coming to very close to the end of this build. Like I said, I do think that I forgot the pet stuff, like the pet bowls and things. That's my bad, but I will add it back once we are back in game and we have a bit more funds or a bit more space, because at this point I don't really know where I'm gonna put it. I might just like you see, I'm gonna try to create like a porch situation, but then I quickly realized that, oh oops, funds. So maybe what I'll do is I'll extend a portion of the roof onto the porch section that I do eventually end up with, and maybe just make the pet area outside, because I clearly do not have enough space inside as yet, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I think this is going to be the end of the build. Like I said, it's not all that great just yet, but this is what we got.